In the history of British television comedy, no programme is more significant or more accidentally successful than Comedy Playhouse. For 13 years, from 1961 to 1974, this anthology series was the BBC's most vital launchpad. It was responsible for discovering legendary writers, cementing the careers of iconic actors, and birthing classics that would run for decades. Now, let's test your knowledge on this incredible run of accidental genius. Question 1. The accidental origin. Comedy Playhouse was only created because two legendary writers, Ray Galton and Alan Simpson, were abruptly let go by the star of their hit show. Who was the star who fired them, inadvertently setting the entire BBC sitcom launch pad in motion? Answer. Tony Hancock. Hancock's decision to cut ties with Galton and Simpson was a massive shock to the industry. Tom Sloan, head of BBC Light Entertainment, immediately hired them to create the anthology series, saving them from unemployment. Question 2. The Rag and Bone Man. The earliest successful pilot launched in 1962, and it centered around a two-man business operating out of a ramshackle scrapyard in Shepherd's Bush. What long-running sitcom about a father and son rag and bone business did this pilot become? Answer. Steptoe and Son. The pilot featured Harry H. Corbett and Wilfred Bramble. The show ran for 8 series and produced 2 spin-off films, cementing its place as a cornerstone of British comedy. Question 3. Which record-breaking sitcom, written by Roy Clark and set among 3 mischievous pensioners in the stunning Yorkshire Dales, premiered as a 1973 pilot that would run for 295 episodes? Answer. Last of the Summer Wine. Written by Roy Clark, it ran from 1973 until 2010. Its combination of slapstick, gentle humour, and stunning Yorkshire scenery made it a beloved institution. Question 4. The Scrapper. A highly controversial pilot launched via Comedy Playhouse in the mid-1960s. It centred on a constantly arguing working-class family that tackled subjects like politics and religion head-on. Who was the acclaimed writer responsible for creating this groundbreaking series? Answer. Johnny Spade. Till Death Us Do Part was truly original at the time for tackling politics, racism, and religion so directly. It later inspired the highly successful American sitcom All in the Family. Question 5. Ladies in Liverpool. Carla Lane would become one of the UK's most celebrated comedy writers. Launched the show via the platform about 2 young women sharing a flat in Liverpool. What was the name of this celebrated sitcom? Answer. The Liverbirds. Co-created with Myra Taylor, it was one of the first British sitcoms to focus on the lives of young independent women and was a huge success. Question 6. The Roadside Stalemate. In the second season, Galton and Simpson wrote a classic, often revised sketch about 2 drivers who refused to back down on a narrow country road. The original pilot starred which 2 comedy actors? Answer. Bernard Cribbins and Leslie Phillips. This iconic sketch about road rage has been revisited so many times, including a 1996 collaboration between Galton and Simpson with Paul Merton. Question 7. Which worldwide hit, famous for its use of double entendre, and its setting in the ladies' and men's clothes department of a fictional London department store, premiered in Comedy Playhouse in 1972? It was Are You Being Served? Written by David Croft and Jeremy Lloyd, the show centred on the exploits of the staff at the fictional Grace Brothers department store. It ran for 10 series, 5 Christmas specials, and a feature film. Question 8. The 1974 pilot, Happy Ever After, centred on a middle-aged middle-class couple whose empty nest is suddenly invaded by a garrulous aunt and her talking minor butt. This successful pilot quickly evolved into which better known long-running sitcom? The answer is Terry and June. The show largely followed the same theme of the middle-aged couple's domestic crises. The chemistry was so undeniable that the characters continued for another 65 episodes in the sequel series. Out of roughly 120 episodes produced during the 13-year run of Comedy Playhouse, approximately how many do you think went on to become fully fledged successful series? A. 10, B. 30, or C. 50? The answer is 30. An incredible success rate. Over a quarter of the one-off pilots became fully developed series, demonstrating the format's value as a development. Question 10. Which future Monty Python member wrote and performed in a 1968 Comedy Playhouse episode called The Curse of the Mayflower before rising to global fame? Answer is Graham Chapman. He also worked with Barry Took on a 1967 pilot. Other comedy greats who passed through the show included Murray Feldman, Tim Brooke Taylor, and Graham Garden from The Goodies.